There's a very obvious reason why James Gunn's DCU isn't following up Superman with a Batman movie, and that has a very Matt Reeves-shaped excuse behind it. A film that should already be done. We should be talking about the Batman Part 2 and how it released at the tail end of next year, and we're looking forward to the conclusion of his trilogy where, all the ink was dried on these contracts back in the cut. He was going to get his 3-picture deal, and the Penguin was wonderful and fantastic, and Matt Reeves got to have his little Batman trilogy, something that, at least in the cinema, The Dark Knight is known to do. But now we can move on to a different take on Bruce Wayne. Okay, James Gunn has ideas, I guess, for Batman, and for better or for worse, he needs to be integrated into the DCU. And it was a nice period of time. Robert Pattinson was a good Bruce Wayne. He was a different and a unique take on Batman. These are all conversations that we could be having, but instead we're just simply wondering, okay, cool, when is this movie coming out? Because there's so many rumors surrounding it that, the production of Part 2, I think, even outstrips the conversation about the film that came out in 2022. Because honestly, I don't remember many people saying all that much about the film that came out in 2022, and it only got a second look after the tremendous Penguin series that came out last year. And then, of course, with James Gunn, and now he's going to have the rest of the summer to really languish on the middling success that was Superman. So of course, okay, cool, you got 2 DCU projects that are coming out. You got Supergirl, and then you got a Batman villain, which is going to lean very heavily on the discussion of Batman Part 2 from Matt Reeves. And if we could have just got this ball rolling all that time ago, if we really just could have got on board, if James Gunn's ego could have just simply gotten out of the way, just have this finite idea of 3 Batman movies, that's fine, we'll just go ahead and then we'll just wait this stuff out, and then we'll bring in a proper Batman for the DCU in whatever. If you want to do phases, he can kick off the second phase before you lead into a great big Justice League movie. There is time, but at this point, I know that there's a tentative Part 2 release date for October 2027, but at that point in time, what's even going to be the shape of the DCU? Because people are still trying to astroturf that Superman is this big hit, but after 2026, with the diminishing returns of Supergirl and that Clayface movie that might turn a profit, but in comparison to other hero films, it might have a reduced budget, but it ain't going to make fuck all at the theaters. There's not going to be a lot of enthusiasm around James Gunn's vision, and people are going to be looking to Matt Reeves to right the DC ship, and that's going to be another conversation for another time. But James Gunn, he's going to have to continue to take questions about the Batman 2. I don't really care about Teen Titans all that much, because that's obviously going to be a pipe dream and something that, because we know James Gunn's proclivities where he likes to do these big team-up movies. But that could be something that comes down the line. But we'll focus in on Batman Part 2 as it enters a pivotal stage of development where, the script has been turned in. Hey, it's great. Don't worry, guys, it's great. But how are we doing with its completion? It's great. Fantastic. With filming set for, at the end of the year. I thought God, it's been a while, but I thought November or December is earmarked, but who even knows, man? And a 2027 release date locked in. Sure. Speculation around its villains continue to grow. Because I thought I've heard Mr. Freeze, Penguin was supposed to have a bit part, but I thought it was all but confirmed that Mr. Freeze was supposed to be the villain. But responding to a fan question on Threads, James Gunn stated, again, everything you've heard is a total guess or made up, in response to rumors about the DC villain Hush, appearing in the upcoming Batman Part 2. Didn't hear about that one, but okay. Sequel to Matt Reeves' 2022, Batman remains in early pre-production. Gunn addressed the rising speculation about new villains for Robert Pattinson's Dark Knight. Reeves and co-writer Matt Tomlin are still developing the script. And they have not shared any official plot or casting details. Warner Brothers plans to start principal photography for the Batman Part 2 in late 2025. The studio has a release date of October 1st of 2027 for it. Yes, they confirmed that the film will stay under DC's Elseworld banner, separate from the main DCU. It will continue the story from the first film and connect to HBO Max's huge hit, 24-time Emmy-nominated series, The Penguin. And because there is so much uncertainty surrounding this project, James Gunn is going to have to continue to address it, and he's still going to have Batman in limbo, even though at the tail end, I think it was in the final episode of Creature Commandos, there's an animated Batman. So, okay, so you already kind of have a DCU Batman. And then, of course, you want to get even more convoluted by bringing in an alternate version of Batman. James, what the fuck are you doing with your arguably most important IP? Like, Superman is in fact the blueprint. He is the one who is synonymous with superheroes. But when it comes down to dollars and cents, like Batman's the one that makes the most money. He has the foothold in gaming. He has multiple billion-dollar films. I would love to see merch sales, but I would kind of think the yellow oval that outside of the 89 version has never been on a costume before. I think that that's probably one of the biggest sellers in merch. And now you want to introduce an alternate take on Batman because you can't have a live action Batman, but then that's also going to run counter to your other animated Batman. It's almost like this guy doesn't know what the fuck is going on. But Aztec Batman trailer gets brutally roasted online with a massive YouTube dislike ratio. Yeah, because it's well, it's a complicated premise. Let's go with that. So Warner Brothers Animation has unveiled the first full trailer and poster for Aztec Batman Clash of Empires. God, it sounds like a shit mobile game, doesn't it? And it's clear that this isn't just another version of The Dark Knight. Rather, the animated film is rooted in the violent clash between Mesoamerican civilization and European explorers. Oh, great, some more white man bad shit. However, the trailer has proven deeply unpopular with fans, as Aztec Batman YouTube dislikes have exploded in response to these cultural changes to classic DC characters. Well, yeah, exactly. Sounds about as cringe as Gotham High. If anybody knows that reference, 10 DKS points to you. At the heart of Aztec Batman. See, because the Aztecs used to do human sacrifices by ripping out people's hearts. Aztec Batman is Yoholi Sure, a young boy forced to flee his home after Spanish conquistadors kill his father, Tolacatzin, respected village elder. But I wonder, okay, if Jose Chill met Aztec Batman's parents in a dark alley, and instead of like a string of pearls that ends up getting broken, I just wonder if it's like a little string of baby skulls that are just ripped. I'm just wondering, man. I'm just trying to set the scene for this. The setting, yeah, is at the height of the Aztec Empire, a rich but volatile period in world history, and Yoholi's journey leads him to the great, whatever, fucking Aztec Gotham, great imperial city. There, under the watchful gaze of the bat god Tzedkin. Sure, sounds like a dip. He transforms into the warrior of vengeance, trained in sacred arts and driven by a mission that echoes Bruce Wayne's, but is firmly rooted in his own culture. God, this sounds like it really does seem like, okay, coming in late 2016, Aztec Batman. Fuck off. This isn't Gotham. There is no alleys or city skylines. Instead, the world of Aztec Batman is one of sharpened obsidian blades, feathered headdresses, political turmoil, as Montezuma's empire teeters at the brink of collapse. Yeah, the film doesn't merely transplant Batman into a new setting, but reinterprets his supporting cast through the lens of conquest and empire. Omar Chaparro portrays Yoka, a Joker-like figure. Oh, fucking kill me. Whose madness plays out amid the chaos of colonization for those who like English. Alvaro Morte from Money Heist takes the role of Hernan Cortez, envisioned here as a twisted version of Two-Face. I've seen this costume, but not up close. Oh, it's going to be bad. Melding the duality of the historical Cortez with the iconic traits of Harvey Dent. Yeah, because there's a Joker who looks, I don't know, ripped from the pages of, like, Junji Ito. It's fucking creepy, dude, but okay. Character transformation suggests that Aztec Batman is less about a literal one-to-one equivalence and more about thematic resonance. The Joker, for instance, becomes a trickster within the deadly theater of colonial warfare, while Two-Face's split persona mirrors the fractured loyalties and moral contradictions of the conquistadors themselves. But yeah, as for the dislikes, not doing all that well, okay? About a 3-to-1 ratio of dislike to like 3,100 up, 1,300 up, 3,100 down. Is bad. That's bad. And given that you only had 36,000 views in 4 days on a 4 million subscriber channel, holy fuck. Here's what I was thinking. The algorithm for my videos were fucked, but holy shit, man. Warner Brothers, you would have thought you would have had a little bit more pull over there on YouTube. Oh god, what do we got? Aztec Batgirl. Much of the backlash centers on not only on the franchise fatigue with cultural and racial reinterpretations, but also on the specific choice of setting the story in the Aztec Empire. Numerous YouTube comments have pointed out that the Aztecs practiced a widespread human sacrifice, including cutting out hearts and living victims to appease their gods. Critics argue that reimagining Batman in this context risks of glorifying or whitewashing a civilization historically associated with mass ritual killings. And if you think the people that are insufferable about, oh, Batman doesn't kill, he has a no-kill rule, are insufferable when they're analyzing, the Nolan trilogy, what are they going to do with this stuff? Focus on real-world brutality has reignited the debate over whether the creative liberties taken in Aztec Batman crosses the line from alternative universe storytelling into historical revisionism. Yeah, Mexican production with global reach. Because, you got, Conquistador, Two-Face. Oh, Jesus, that's so bad. That is so ugly. God, this art style sucks a dick. Oh, Joker head-on looks even more retarded. Oh, this is just going to be because, what was that? Actually, yeah. Because they made reference to him, earlier this week, I can't remember where. Oh, it was probably the Star Trek shit, obviously it would have been. But J.J. Abrams, the only thing that he's done for Warner Brothers was a project so bad, an animated Batman series that I can't remember. I think it was Caped Crusader. I think that sounds right. It was so bad that Warner Brothers didn't even want it, and they ended up shopping it over to Amazon. And this right here, well, I guess it's coming to HBO. Is that what's happening? Because it's got the title card and all that stuff, and Clash of Empires, and it's being promoted by Warner Brothers Entertainment. It's gonna be great. Can't wait for it to come out and for nobody to care about it and for it to be just another confusing installment in James Gunn's ever-evolving DCU. Maybe it'll be a part of the canon. Who knows? Maybe the Justice League will eventually have to go down there and stop human sacrifices into the 21st century. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo, and I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.